I do wrong, better give me the work. One like a jumper, I'm feeling like Dirk. My page are addy, they wanna come lurk. They only feel good if they post it on perks. Living my life and it comes with the perks. Knew I could fuck when she gave me the smirk, but it was so easy, it gave.
What's good? MarlonmadethatTV back with another video, and today I got Joseline's Cabaret, California, episode 9. You feel me? But if you're new to my channel, you new to my page, my videos, anything, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications bell to be updated with all forms of new content. You feel me? But today, we're gonna jump straight into that shit. So, it leaves off from last week with Miss Kanaya versus Danny, and I'm not gonna lie. Miss Kanaya, she got that. Danny, she didn't really need that. She got whipped out the frame. She got tore up from the floor, rooted to the motherfucking tutor. It wasn't nothing that Danny could do with her. So, Andrea, she wants to come back, low-key redeem herself. And this is what I don't get about this episode. It's just like, the girls are jealous of Miss Kanaya and her confidence. And it doesn't make sense because it's like, why do you feel away at the fact that she's confident in herself and she doesn't have to, like, pop it as much, or she doesn't have to say or do too much? Like, her essence gets y'all mad. Like, that's what, like, really kind of, like, made me mad about this shit. But, you know, it's whatever. So, they end up running a fade. I ain't gonna lie. They end up running, like, about 3-4 rounds. Kanaya, she got that. That last round, though, between her and Andrea, I would give it to Andrea. Because Andrea did, like, she was connecting most of her hits. But Kanaya won the first, I think they ran, like, 4 rounds. The first 3, I would give Kanaya. But then after that last round, I would get to Andrea, because she actually did, like, kind of put a little belt to it. So Chinks giving her respect. Like, the girls finally giving Miss Kanaya her respect, because they like, oh, you get in the paint, you fight, like, you not scary type shit. And it's true. Like, that is not, she not picky and choosy and all that. She was trying to be cool, but they just, Danny and Andrea, they brought that shit out of her. You feel me? So Jane Doe goes to check on Miss Kanaya. And I don't know, Jane Doe, like, she always had a lot to say. Like, she was always putting her 2 cents in when it came to Miss Kanaya. But from the looks of it, when Neek pressed her on that stairs, it looks like, feel me, now it's your turn to have to get in the paint and have to squabble up. Because, feel me, I ain't see her get in the paint yet. So, Denny and Andrea, they're upstairs. They chatting, you know, talking about what the fuck they finna do, because the realization has finally hit them that they literally broke the 48-hour rule. Like, they were not supposed to fight, but they did anyway, just to try to prove if she was gonna stand on her business or not, which it was really dumb. You feel me? They should have just left that shit alone. Hold on, why they doing that? That shit just logged me on my episode, y'all. I know Capiana. I know they lying. I know the fuck they lying. Like, what the fuck? Yo, they on that bullshit, cuz. Hold on. Oh, yeah. All right, so the reality setting, they broke that. You feel me? The 48 hours, they supposed to do better. You knew better, you do better. So, Danny ends up texting Oceans that she put an APB out to get Miss Kanaya got when they all got back there. So I'm like, what y'all need help for? You feel me? Y'all ran y'all fades. Like, what? So she tells all the girls they need to be on her, but all the girls, like, they don't really mess with Danny. Like, I know Oceans, Neek, and some of them don't really rock with Danny like that. So they not just finna ride for her because she in a Cabaret type shit. So the girls get back home. You feel me? They get off the bus and shit like that. They walk in, and Andrea and Danny, well, mostly Andrea, she ends up telling Joseline about what she did and how she broke the 48-hour rule and why she did it. So Joseline was like, did you win? Like, did you beat her up? And Andrea, I'm not going to lie, you did not beat that girl up. Last round, I'll give you that. You did do your thing. But those other rounds, nah, Miss Kanaya, she got that. She was whooping Danny. They so alike. Oh, my God, she was whooping Andrea and Danny. You feel me? She was whooping both of them crazy. So Joseline comes back. She looking tired as hell. She like, what the fuck? So then Danny said, like, oh, Erica and Dez are coming home to fight her. And which I'm like, what? Like, but they been having an issue with her, even at the pool thing. Like, they just kept antagonizing Miss Kanaya, like, for no reason. Like, oh, you popping your neck, Big Bird, all this shit. I'm just like, hey, not too much. She a black woman. Y'all Puerto Rican. Back that. Not too much. Not too fucking much. Not too fucking much. You feel me? So Miss Kanaya, she ends up coming downstairs, standing on that business. Chinks, Jane Doe and Hottest Flame behind her. You feel me? Not riding, but they behind her. So she says, are we going to talk about our issues, or basically fight them out? So she ends up confronting both of them about it. And then they go back and forth between Miss Kanaya and Andrea. Then motherfucking Dez, No, Erica. Erica calls out a fade, like, with Miss Kanaya. Dumbest thing she could have motherfucking did, because Miss Kanaya put belt on that ass. Feel me? You got what you asked for. I don't like Erica Desert season. Look, yeah. Straight face shotting, yeah. Miss Kanaya was straight face shotting Erica. I'm talking about bing, binking her up. Like, it wasn't nothing she could do. She got lumped up. And I said, if they would have fought for a minute, 2 minutes, Erica would have got laid the fuck out. She got lumped up in under 30 seconds. I'm like, damn, like, that's crazy. Look, she fiending to try to get to her behind security. So security holding Erica back. Miss Kanaya like, yeah. So Daz take off her wig. She want to fight Miss Kanaya now for what? Like, you feel me? On some weird shit. So all Daz do is pull hair. Kanaya get her on the steps. Boom. Sky, Erica, T-Love, all them start jumping in. Danny was about to jump in. All that. So I'm like, damn, what y'all need to jump her for? And then Sky, why are you jumping with the OGs when they just tried to jump you about 4 or 5 episodes ago? Like, what? Like, this is the shit that I'm talking about, bro. Like, that should be weird. Des, Erica, they could go home. They're my least favorite this season. No shade. Like, they on some other shit. So Neek ends up trying to check Jane Doe and Hottest Flame for trying to jump in the fight with Des, but Des took a fade for no reason. She had no real life beef with Miss Kanaya. She did that shit because she wanted a storyline. Like, girl, she always doing that shit. Feel me? So Neek popping it hard to her. You feel me? So Des like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Boom, boom. Des threw a water bottle at the Hottest Flame, but it hit Jane Doe. So Jane Doe on 10, like, well, hold on. We not doing that. Feel me? So, G-Baby. G-Baby, you just in the corner. Shut up. Talking about some, I wouldn't take a fade from Miss Kanaya if she got jumped. You ain't help my bitch Sky. Man, shut up, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that lame ass, whack ass shit, bro. Injured ass shit, bro. Get your lame ass on. Nobody trying to hear that. You feel me? Des need to go home because she's just doing utterly a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So Joseline, she's just tired of the girls just being disrespectful and violating her rules. So she's like, you know what? We having eliminations tonight. Y'all motherfuckers go get dressed. Take your license upstairs. We're doing that. You feel me? We're doing that one. So they end up going to get ready for eliminations and shit like that. Danny look, oh no. It's because I looks really good. G-Baby look good. It's just she don't be doing much. Hottest Flame look good. They doing their shit, you feel me? So boom, it cuts. They all in there. They in they dress. And I don't know why they dress to impress. Like, she trying to eliminate one of y'all. But, okay, go off. So they end up getting on the stage. Miss Kanaya like, dang, I think, I'm going home at this point. I broke the 48-hour rule. But I don't think she was in the wrong. Like, they provoked her and test her. So Joseline comes in. They clapping like some big assholes for her to walk in. And then, Joseline get to regulate to figure it out, what's going to go down. So she asks them how they feel about elimination, and then she asks who's missing, and Miss Natural, she not there because she's sick, and Joseline's just like, I don't know, I can't keep up with Miss Natural in this big ass house, like, I don't know. So then Joseline asks Kanaya what happened, asks her name because she said she only knew her because Big Bird, but she said what happened, so Kanaya starts explaining like what ended up happening at practice when they fought. And Danny and Andrea, they high-key give Miss Kanaya her respect now because they're like, well, I just wanted to see if, she was going to be someone who is a pushover or something happened, like she's not going to fight or anything. So Danny and Andrea had to give Miss Kanaya her respect. So Joseline asked her, well, do you think she should still go home? And both of them said no. They said she shouldn't go home because she stood on her business. When we pressed up on her and we wanted to fight, she did that. So, we got to respect that. And they stood next to each other. It's kind of funny. She said, Danny was like, oh, she did her little 1-2s. And then Miss Kanaya was like, my 3s. And I was like, oh, because she did. She ran them around. So Ocean explains to Joseline about Danny putting out the APB on Miss Kanaya, but, which was really dumb. So Joseline, she doesn't really punish Danny and Andrea for breaking the 48-hour rule, which I was like really shocked at. Like, she wasn't even mad, because she didn't put them on the video, but hold on. For yourself. I feel bad I put an APB out on this bitch, but it had to be done. That bitch Danny too funny. I didn't want to have to put an APB out on the bitch, but it had to be done. I'm fucking crying. So Joseline ends up checking G-Baby, boring ass. Thank you, because she has not done anything with her arm being fucked up. Get out of here. So she ends up asking Ricardo, like, hey, what's up? Like, who really put in pain and work, So he said Chinks. Like, Chinks is hungrier for it than she's ever been. Which, I think so. I think her last season, she wasn't really focused on. She didn't get a chance. She wasn't here long enough to really show what she could do. He mentioned Sky. She says that, Sky, she's present. She do what she need to do. So that ends up happening. So then Joseline gets all the girls and she says, okay, by raise of hands, who thinks that I have favoritism towards Neek? Now, obviously, this is a fucking trick question because if you raise your hand, you going home. So nobody ends up raising their hand and shit like that. So Joseline checks Neek because she says, I'm not talking to Neek. I'm talking to everybody else. Like, Neek, just be quiet. You feel me? I'm asking everybody, do I have favoritism towards Neek? And she says, well, I don't. You feel me? She ends up saying that she doesn't have favoritism towards Neek and shit like that. Which I thought, I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, Neek be sounding like she get away with a lot of shit, but clearly Joseline just like, like, I'm your boss. Like, I'm not your friend. She basically regulates that, you know? So Neek, in her mind, she think Joseline playing, she trolling with her, but Joseline really being dead serious, like, and because she's been hearing rumors that Neek been feeling entitled or feeling like, you know, she could do whatever she want. She screamed, she misbehaved, and she was like, she's a okay dancer. That shit say Neek the fuck off. Like, and Neek was like, I'm an amazing dancer. She was like, you okay? You ain't perfect. And they start going back and forth, like, you know. So Neek not having it. She like, I'm not perfect, you know. But Joseline, she like, yeah, you're not perfect, you feel me? And she says, Neek, I'm not your friend, I'm your boss. And you need to accept the fact that I'm your boss. And if you can't, walk out that door. And I'm like, whoa, like I'm thinking like, damn, what Neek do? Like, but she probably still mad about the Paris situation type shit, you know? So she was like, oh, you need to learn how to shut the fuck up and stand down. I'm like, oh my gosh, like Joseline really trying to regulate over Neek, you know? So Neek, you know, going back and forth. So Joseline like, we not finna go back and forth. Either you let the fuck go or I'm sending your ass home. And Neek is upset. Like, you could tell Neek is like really getting mad. Like, it's making her mad. Like, uncomfortable. It's getting her pissed off. So Joseline like, bitch, I swear to God, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll send you home right now. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know? So then Neek, she's still going. She's still talking. Like, you feel me? So Erica trying to shut it up. Like, she intervenes. She tries to get Neek to shut the fuck up. Because she like, girl, like, you know how this gonna go, you feel me? So, but Neek, she not gonna back down. She a grown ass woman. She like ISIS. Like, she not gonna let Joseline just talk to her crazy just cause. Like, and who would? Y'all grown women at the end of the day. Yes, this is a show. This is her show to be exact. And I know what y'all signed up for dealing with her. But at the end of the day, too, outside of that TV shit, it's like, what? We're grown women. You're not about to belittle me or talk down because you gave me an opportunity. Like, you know, respect gotta play a factor both ways. So. But yeah, Erica tries to intervene, calm Neek down. She's like, hey, like, Neek is an amazing dancer. You feel me? She trying to get her to calm down, but Neek won't shut the fuck up. You feel me? So Ricardo, like, that mouth be running. That mouth just be running. You feel me? So Joseline and Neek, they still going back and forth, you know? So she's just like, you need to shut the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? And stop trying to challenge me, you know? And then she says, I see that you're the problem. And she was like, enough is enough. I'm like, what the fuck? And she said, if I send Neek home, she said, if I send Neek home, who gonna follow after Neek? And she said, oh, they don't got to. Ooh. Neek was not feeling Joseline in this scene. They was both going back and forth hard. And Joseline asked again, she said, if Neek leave right now, who gonna go leave with her? Joseline said, who are you to give me your... You got bumps on your ass? You got bumps on your shoulder? Bumps on your back? Why would you ever do that to me? Why would you ever turn around and give me your bumpy back? You got bumps on your ass? You got bumps on your shoulder? How dare you, bitch? You gonna give me your back? You probably didn't wash your ass today for you to turn around on me for me to look at your back. The disrespect. Joseline is stupid. She violated Neek, talking about her back bumps, her back thighs, bumpy back, bumpy this. I'm like, man, that's fucked up. Yeah, so they said exit, and it ends off with Joseline end up sending Neek home, which I was really shocked because I'm like, Neek getting sent home. I'm like, damn, she one of the best dancers out this shit. But it do prove to you, like, just because you one of the best dancers don't mean she about to tolerate you going back and forth with her or thinking you could challenge her type shit. I'm just, from Joseline's perspective, this is not how I feel, but just Joseline's perspective. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this episode was really entertaining. It was funny. I liked it, you know, beginning to end. I feel like this season is really good. Like, it's super good. It's gonna be a season we look back on like, oh, California is one of them. Like, I like this season so far. You know, if you stay to the end, you feel me, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notification bells to be updated with all forms of new content. And I'm gonna see y'all next video. Yeah, tune in. 500 subs. Yeah.